Learn English to Hindi thinking verbs, to weigh up to derive with.
तौलना,
And.
निष्कर्ष निकालना.
Welcome to the Brain Gym. Hey, you are about to train your mind in English and Hindi, and yes, your brain should stretch before lifting abstract verbs. Today you will learn words for weighing ideas, proving points, making things clear, and sounding suspiciously intelligent at dinner. Picture this. You walk into the grand hotel of thought. At the front desk, a serious manager asks you to
तौलना,
every option before choosing a room. In the lobby, a calm philosopher helps you.
सापेक्ष बनाना.
Your tiny problems, because apparently one missing sock is not a global crisis. In the conference room, a lawyer wants to
पुष्ट करना,
every claim with documents thicker than a wedding cake. Next, a teacher asks you to
स्पष्ट करना,
and also
स्पष्ट करना.
the details, because today that one Hindi phrase helps with both clarify and specify. Upstairs, a scientist must.
अंतर करना,
Between facts and opinions, a librarian must.
वर्गीकृत करना,
A mountain of books, and a detective tries to
निष्कर्ष निकालना.
the truth from a suspicious cookie trail. Ready? Good. Let us politely bother these people and steal their vocabulary. Your verbs for today. First, let's meet the stars of this chapter. Say them out loud with me, even if your cat judges your pronunciation. To weigh up is.
तौलना,
Imagine holding two giant watermelons of decision and trying to look wise. Put into perspective is.
सापेक्ष बनाना.
This is what a good friend does when you think one awkward text message has ended civilization. Substantiate is.
पुष्ट करना,
In other words, bring proof, not just dramatic eyebrows. Clarify is.
स्पष्ट करना,
Specify is also.
स्पष्ट करना.
Here, so one phrase is doing a double shift. Differentiate is.
अंतर करना,
Very useful when two ideas look like twins wearing the same hat. Classify is.
वर्गीकृत करना,
This is the superhero of folders, shelves, and neatly labeled chaos. Derive is.
निष्कर्ष निकालना.
You take clues, data, or evidence and pull out a conclusion like a magician with a very academic rabbit. A funny story in the hotel of thought. Now listen to a short story. Just relax and notice how the Hindi verbs keep appearing in context. I arrived at the hotel of thought with one suitcase, 3 notebooks, and the confidence of a person who had absolutely no plan. At the reception desk, the clerk said, before choosing a room, please.
तौलना,
The options. One room had a balcony, one had silence, and one had free snacks. Naturally, the free snacks nearly destroyed my critical thinking, but I tried to.
तौलना,
The risks and benefits. In the lounge, I complained that my life was ruined because I had spilled tea on one page of my notebook. A wise old woman looked at me, pointed to a bookshelf full of history, science, and tax forms, and said, let us.
सापेक्ष बनाना.
This problem. Suddenly, the tea stain seemed less like tragedy and more like decoration. Then a lawyer marched in shouting, someone stole my stapler, and I can.
पुष्ट करना,
It with evidence. He had receipts, witness statements, and one very emotional pie chart. Next, a teacher entered and said, can someone?
स्पष्ट करना,
The schedule? And please.
स्पष्ट करना.
The details, because later is not a time. In the library, 2 students argued about whether a tomato was a fruit, a vegetable, or a dangerous political issue. The librarian asked them to.
अंतर करना,
Between biology and dinner. Then she began to.
वर्गीकृत करना,
Books, papers, maps, and one sandwich someone had sadly left in the philosophy section. Finally, a detective in slippers studied the mess and announced, from the crumbs, fingerprints, and suspiciously happy pigeon outside, I can.
निष्कर्ष निकालना,
The truth. We all leaned in. He said, the sandwich was stolen by a human, but judged by a bird. Honestly, it sounded right. Mini dialogues you can use. Let's make these words speak. Repeat after each line if you want extra practice. A. I have 2 job offers. B. First.
तौलना.
The advantages and disadvantages. A. This mistake feels huge. B. Take a breath and.
सापेक्ष बनाना.
The situation. A. Do you have proof? B. Yes, I can.
पुष्ट करना.
The claim with records. A. I do not understand the point. B. Let me.
स्पष्ट करना.
It. A. Your message is vague. B. Fine, I will.
स्पष्ट करना.
The details. A. These 2 ideas seem the same. B. No, we must.
अंतर करना.
Between them. A. These papers are a disaster. B. We need to.
वर्गीकृत करना.
Them by topic. A. We have enough data now. B. Great, we can.
निष्कर्ष निकालना.
The answer. Memory tricks that actually stick. Here comes the sneaky part, memory hooks. The funnier they are, the more your brain keeps them. 4.
तौलना.
Imagine your hands as a balance scale. Left hand, pizza. Right hand, salad. You are nobly trying to.
तौलना.
Your options, but the pizza is winning the debate. 4.
सापेक्ष बनाना.
Picture a giant camera zooming out. Your tiny problem becomes one dot in a huge landscape. That is to put it into perspective. 4.
पुष्ट करना.
Imagine a judge stamping a document with a massive thump. Proof lands. Case stronger. 4.
स्पष्ट करना.
See a foggy mirror becoming clear after one swipe. Suddenly the message makes sense, and so does your hairstyle. 4.
अंतर करना.
Imagine 2 identical socks with tiny secret labels. You squint heroically and finally notice the difference. 4.
वर्गीकृत करना.
Picture a librarian sorting dragons, dictionaries, and teacups into correct categories without blinking. 4.
निष्कर्ष निकालना.
Imagine a detective connecting clues with red string until one final answer pops out wearing sunglasses. Quick challenge round. You are up. I ask, you answer. Leave a short pause for yourself, then check the answer. What is the Hindi for to weigh up?
तौलना.
What is the Hindi for put into perspective?
सापेक्ष बनाना.
What is the Hindi for substantiate?
पुष्ट करना.
What is the Hindi for clarify?
स्पष्ट करना.
What is the Hindi for specify?
स्पष्ट करना.
What is the Hindi for differentiate?
अंतर करना.
What is the Hindi for classify?
वर्गीकृत करना.
What is the Hindi for derive?
निष्कर्ष निकालना.
Friendly conclusion. Nicely done. You just practiced some very powerful thinking verbs without falling asleep in a pile of grammar. Today you learned how to.
तौलना.
Options.
सापेक्ष बनाना.
Problems.
पुष्ट करना.
Arguments.
स्पष्ट करना.
Ideas and details.
अंतर करना.
Between similar things.
वर्गीकृत करना.
Information and.
निष्कर्ष निकालना.
From clues and data. Thank you for listening. Keep practicing out loud, reuse the words in your own sentences, and come back tomorrow so your brain can pretend this was all effortless.